Today, I am diving deep into the world of Visible after 1.5 years of using it as my daily driver. I've tested it across multiple states, in different cities, and in rural areas, and I've compared it to other carriers too. So if you're considering switching, interested in saving money, or just want to know if it's really worth it, this is the video for you. Visible has plans that start at $25, $35, and all the way up to $45 per month, and they all offer unlimited calling, texting, and data with each of their plans. I know what you're thinking. How can a cell phone service offer unlimited calling, texting, and data that just starts at $25 per month? Is there a catch? I'm here to say thankfully that there is not, and Visible is truly a great wireless service with many perks and features, all of that I will cover in this video. First, I wanted to answer the very important question of just what is Visible. So Visible is a prepaid wireless carrier that is owned by Verizon. They're what's called a mobile virtual network operator, which stands for MVNO, which basically means that they use Verizon's towers without being a fully traditional carrier like Verizon or AT&T. So what's the appeal? Well, it's simple. Their unlimited talk, text, and data starts at just $25 a month with no hidden fees or no contracts. All taxes and fees are included in their prices, so the prices that Visible advertises are truly what you are paying. I can confirm that in over a year and a half with this service, I have never seen a bill for more than $25. Everything for this service is managed directly through their app. No physical stores and no nonsense, which for me makes this a very great selling point. I was able to get started with Visible for the first time in just a matter of days. When I had first signed up for Visible over a year and a half ago, there were only two plan offerings, Visible and then Visible Plus, but recently they have expanded to a total of 3 plans, all with their own value propositions and perks. There are 3 main plans right now: the Visible Base plan, the Visible Plus plan, and then the new Visible Plus Pro plan. I'll talk more about the differences in a bit, but I've personally had most of my experience on the Visible Base plan. But before I discuss plan options, I want to discuss why I switched to Visible in the first place. It was pretty easy because it came down to price and coverage. So before Visible, I had a local carrier in my area called Cellcom. With their service, I was paying over $50 a month for 2 gigabytes of premium data. Yeah, I'm kind of ashamed to admit, but you did hear that right. While I was paying for 2 gigabytes of data per month, I did that for over 5 years. The more I looked into it, the more ridiculous it seemed that I was paying for so much, but yet I was getting so little in return, and I thought that there had to be a better option. I found out that Cellcom, who I've been using for over 5 years, had a partnership with Verizon, which basically means that they use the same network and they use the same towers anyway. I did want to cut down my monthly bill without losing any reliability, and this is where Visible came in. I discovered that Visible existed, as up until this point I have never seen any ads about the service or really even knew what it was. I was quite disconnected. This seemed to have been the same reaction that my family even had, like, what is Visible, or how is it different than something like Verizon? Since I already knew that Visible had strong coverage in my area and Visible was owned by Verizon, I thought I would take the leap of faith and give Visible a shot. I have easily saved hundreds of dollars since then. Once I discovered the purpose and why Visible exists, it seems like a no-brainer, and I've never looked back. Now that I've talked about why I personally switched to Visible, I want to talk about their plan offerings, the main differences between their plans, and which plan that I personally use as my daily driver, which I kind of touched on in the beginning. Visible has 3 plans: Visible Base, Visible Plus, and then Visible Plus Pro. I recently made a video going into great detail about Visible's plan offering, so for more detail you can go check out that video, but essentially here is the summary. Visible Base is the most affordable plan option at just $25 a month or $275 for a year. It provides unlimited data on Verizon's 5G and 4G LTE networks with data subject to deprioritization during network congestion. This plan includes unlimited mobile hotspot data at speeds up to 5 megabits per second, unlimited talk and text to Mexico and Canada, and access to Global Pass for international travel at $5 a day. The video streaming is capped at 480p quality. Visible Plus offers enhanced features for $35 per month or $375 per year. It includes unlimited premium data on Verizon's 5G ultra wideband network, providing faster speeds and reduced congestion. This plan offers unlimited premium data on the 5G and 4G LTE networks when you're not using that ultra wideband. Additional perks include unlimited hotspot speeds at 10 megabits per second, unlimited talk and text in Mexico and Canada, unlimited talk, text, and data while roaming in Mexico and Canada, 1 day of Global Pass per month for international travel, and video streaming is capped at 1080p quality on the Visible Plus plan. Visible Plus Pro, the premium tier at $45 per month or $450 per year, caters to users who are seeking top tier features. It offers unlimited premium data on Verizon's 5G ultra wideband network, ensuring high-speed connectivity with no throttling to worry about. This plan includes mobile hotspot speeds up to 15 megabits per second, 4K Ultra HD video streaming, and extensive international roaming benefits. Users receive unlimited talk, text, and data while roaming in Mexico and Canada, along with calling to over 85 countries and unlimited texting to 200 plus countries. The smartwatch service, if you have a cellular Apple Watch, is included in this plan at no additional cost. So that covers all of the differences between the Visible plans. Now, which one do I use as my daily driver? I kind of touched on it earlier, but I know I might be in the minority on this one, but Visible Base for $25 a month has been my daily driver for the entirety of my 1.5 years with the service. And let me explain why. The main reason to upgrade to a higher Visible plan is because of the deprioritization on their networks. Supposedly, in higher times of network congestion, if you're on the Visible Base plan, your data will be the first to be slowed or deprioritized, as Visible calls it. Have I ever noticed this in my everyday use? Honestly, no, I can't say that I have. I have noticed in some areas where I get low bars of data, but that's not throttling. And if I do notice that my data is slow here or there at times, I mean, it's very rare, but it's because I'm in a rural area with limited cell coverage, which is the opposite of why you would pay for premium data, as that's because you're in a congested area. So now I'm not saying that there is no such thing as deprioritization. That's definitely not the case. It exists, but there are areas where you could run into that issue. I personally just do not happen to live in an area where this is a problem. I have yet to test out the Visible Plus or the Visible Plus Pro plan. They are on my future to-do list, so maybe I'm just not sure what I'm missing, but I've just never been in a scenario where I thought my data was deprioritized. So why would I have anything other than the standard Visible plan? It's got me by for well over 1.5 years now, and honestly, I just think it's a great fit for me. Looking at Visible Plus though, I do think that with its now unlimited premium data, it used to be capped at just 50 gigabytes a month, it's just the most well-rounded Visible plan. At only $10 more per month than the standard Visible plan, you do get premium data, unlimited premium data, higher video quality streaming, and you get a faster hotspot. So I do think this plan is a better package for most people if you never want to worry about your data potentially being deprioritized depending on where you are. Now that Visible has updated their plan structure, I find myself in this weird situation now because I'm still on the Visible Base plan, but honestly, if I was to recommend a plan to most people for most situations, Visible Plus just stands out a little bit more now, and I do think it's the better plan for a lot of people, but that really just depends on what sort of features you utilize and where you live in the country. I don't personally plan on upgrading to Visible Plus because I'm not really a hotspot user. I don't really stream much video if I'm not on Wi-Fi, so lower quality is fine, and I find myself on Wi-Fi like 80% of the time probably, and when I'm not on Wi-Fi, I've been able to use my data to get the task that I'm looking for complete. I really have had no issue with deprioritization, but that is just my experience. My recommendation is this. When you sign up for Visible, you can try out the standard plan and see what kind of experience you have. If you never have any trouble loading data and things just generally seem to work fine, then you're all set and there's really nothing you need to do. You should be able to stick to the Visible base plan. But if you live in a congested area and things seem a bit slow, you can always upgrade your plan to Visible Plus or Visible Plus Pro and test it out, and hopefully you would see improvements. Thankfully, one of Visible's greatest features is the flexibility, and you're not stuck on any of their plans. There's no contracts. You could switch at any point right directly in their app. So now that I've talked about their plans, let's touch on Visible's performance and just the general user experience. Starting with calls and texts, honestly, no issues here. Calls are clear, they connect quickly. I haven't had any dropped calls that I can remember. Text send and receive without any delays. Group chats, photos, iMessage, all of it just works as you would expect. On Visible, you actually also have visual voicemail, which is where if somebody's leaving you a voicemail, you can see what they're saying live on your phone as they're saying it. And for those who are wondering, you also have RCS messaging, which works great. So when you're messaging somebody on an Android device from an iPhone, you can see things like read receipts, message delivery, and higher quality photos and video sending. All of it just works very well. Coverage is Verizon. It's Verizon. So that means there's no shortage of coverage in the United States with the places that I've been anyway. Now, how about coverage while traveling? I've used Visible while traveling across the United States, from cities to national parks. Coverage is great in most places thanks to Verizon's network. I've only had issues in like very remote rural areas where I wouldn't expect it to work anyway because nothing works out there. I have yet to fully travel internationally with it though. That will be coming up next year, so in a potential future review. One of the things I actually really like about Visible is the app experience. Since everything is digital, like there's no stores or physical locations, the app becomes your hub for everything. And I've got to say, it's simple and easy to use. From the app, you can check your billing, switch between plans, manage your hotspot settings, and even refer friends to earn account credits. It's clean, it's not cluttered with ads or try to upsell you in any way, and it does load very fast. It is a great thing that Visible has a useful app because it's important to note that Visible has no option for contacting support other than by chat. That means no option at all to call or talk to a real person. So you can't forget that you also have no real stores. So you'll never be able to talk to a person about a Visible issue. Depending on how tech savvy you are, this could potentially be a deal breaker, and it's a great thing to know before switching and definitely has to be mentioned. In the first 1.5 years that I've had this service, I've only had to contact support once, and that was when I first signed up when I was having a couple of issues activating my service and transferring over my number. Thankfully, over this time period, they have greatly improved the activation process, and I've switched quite a few phones, like people that I know in real life, and they have no issues with Visible and transferring over their number. It's easier than ever to get started. Wow, okay, we've covered quite a bit in this video, but now we have come to the most important question. Is Visible right for you? I think that many people, that answer would be yes. I do think that Visible is a great service at a very affordable price, and I think it checks many boxes for most people. If you're looking to save money, you're okay with online only support, and Verizon works well in your area, I think it's a no-brainer for you. Visible today with their $25, $35, and then $45 per month plans is more flexible and versatile than ever, and there really are options for everyone. For me, Visible has been a great value. After 1.5 years, I'm still saving money every single month, and the service just works great. If you're thinking about trying it, I will leave an affiliate link in the top pinned comment and description so you can give it a shot, and that helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. And if you've used Visible too, drop your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how it's worked for you so far. Anyway, this has been Riley with the Riley Reform channel. I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope your day is as pleasant as you are.
Phew.